What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. We have another Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. This happens every Tuesday. We do a video every day of the week, and on Tuesdays, I like to talk about bullet points, about why I like a particular game, what it is that I love about it when it hits the table, and I think you might enjoy these points as well. So, why don't you join me down the table, my friends, and we're going to talk about a marvelous game indeed, and that is the Marvel version of the game of Fluxx. So come on, let's talk about that. Now, there are a lot of games, especially lately, that try to tie themselves in to the Marvel IP. Hey, it's great for business, and I love more Marvel games. This is one of the lucky ones where, in my opinion, it definitely works. Where we see the meeting of two fun, well-received, well-loved concepts, IPs, franchises being joined together here with Looney Labs' Fluxx and with the Marvel Universe. They made a few changes in order to more thematically fit the Marvel concept, and I get that, and I'm all for it, actually. One of the things that they took out of the game, which I'm on the fence about, because on the one hand, it makes it easier, and on the other hand, it makes it easier. And that's the fact that this is one of the, there's not a lot of them, but this is one of the games where they don't incorporate the use of creepers. In the Fluxx game, creepers are bad things that attach to some of your keepers, the cards that are giving you a bonus, a benefit. They attach to them and generally make it impossible for you to win as long as you have a creeper. So it does change the game's strategy and makes it a little bit of a tougher game. They've taken that out of this. And I guess thematically I understand why. Offhand, I can't think of anything major or massive enough in the Marvel Universe that could affect any and potentially all heroes like this. So I guess that's for the best that they took that out. Now, jumping over to the components, I really enjoy the cards. They're great cards, they're made well, but really the attraction here is the superheroes, and that means the art. And I don't know exactly if these are legitimately given from Marvel, directly from comic books, but they definitely look like they ripped out of the comic book, some of these art pieces, some of the heroes and villains. It just looks amazing. It looks like I'm literally reading a Marvel comic book every time I see these cards. Now, generally speaking, Fluxx is a great family game to begin with. It's very simple, it's very easy, it's very fun to play, and as far as the rules go and what you do and how you win the game, it is, like its name implies, always in a state of flux. Now, adding with this, Marvel comics, Marvel heroes, Marvel artwork, as I was just talking about. And it overlays with this system, I think, incredibly well. The Fluxx style of gaming and the Marvel concepts, it's hard for me to phrase it, but it works. It blends together and comes in this sense that it doesn't feel, you know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't feel so much like something that was just skinned on. Even though it is, and we all know it is, it doesn't necessarily feel that way. If there had never been a Fluxx game at all, and this was the first one that came out, it would feel natural or organic. You know what I mean? And that's the feeling I get from this. So whenever you have a game that uses an existing IP to blend the two together, you don't always necessarily get such a well-oiled machine as you get when I see and play the Marvel version of Fluxx. Thematically, I feel that Marvel Fluxx feels like the Marvel universe in a state of flux, in a state of multi-dimensional flux, if you will. And that's the way thematically it really does make a lot of sense to me, and it is something that is very Marvel for them to do. The ever-changing rules and regulations that players are going to be throwing down on the table, changing things up constantly, is a nice little take that system without going completely overboard with the take that system. But it gives it a light enough taste. You know, you see the other player putting down cards and you know what they're going for, and then before it gets back around to them, you've changed the goal of the game and completely ruined what they're doing. There's a certain good, fun feeling that comes with that. Overall, the marriage of a great and fun system like Fluxx with that of Marvel, comics, heroes, entertainment, I think is a big bonus and a great win. So I look forward to this game. I enjoy playing this, and when it hits the table, I'm always going to leave it with a big smile on my face and happy that I engaged in this game. So I wanted to let you know a little bit about it. Maybe it's something that you've been looking forward to. Maybe it's something that you don't know anything about at all. But right now, I just want to give you some information. You can soak that all in and make up your own mind about Marvel Fluxx by Looney Labs. Four coming up. What am I starting with? There are a lot of games out there that try to incorporate Marvel and their they're zombies. That's coming up soon.